Hi Cancer, this is going to be your reading for the month of April 2020. This is a general reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but if it does resonate with you, I hope that it's a message that you can use for your highest good. Now, I understand that there's a lot going on in the world, so I'm doing these readings. I thought about it and I said I'm going to keep doing it just for the sake of keeping some sense of normalcy. I hope that we can, at least get a little bit of reprieve from all of this negative energy and all of this bombardment of bad news that we're having as of late. So please don't take any offense. I'm not trying to make light of the situation that we are currently living in. However, I did feel like we all need a little bit of strength. And so just keeping our hopes and our thoughts positive, hopefully can help us get through this difficult time, okay? Sending you all a lot of love and sending you all just a lot of positivity, okay? So let's get started, Cancer. Let's see what we have for you today. Angels, archangels, and spirit guides, please come in and help me deliver the messages that I need to deliver to the sign of Cancer. Please let the messages be for their highest good, and please let the messages be as clear as possible. You have the Page of Coins at the bottom of the deck. And to open up, you have the Empress in the reverse, the Tower, the Ace of Wands in the reverse, Two of Cups, Six of Cups in the reverse, Seven of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Cups in the reverse, Eight of Cups, Page of Wands, and Ten of Wands. Again, okay, so under the Page of Coins is the Death card. So it looks like there's definitely an ending here. An ending could be an ending of a job, but it definitely looks like it could be an ending of a relationship, because you have the Empress in the reverse, which is very motherly energy. You have the Tower, which is what we're literally going through right at this moment. I think we're all in this Tower energy. And then you have the Wands in the reverse. So that's, it's like not having a new beginning, a new passionate beginning. You're not really into this. You have no desire at all to continue in this situation. The Two of Cups is right after that. So it talks about a romantic union. So maybe even as strong as a marriage coming to an end. And you have had a lot of history with this person, because the Six of Cups is in the reverse, but you're no longer wanting to dwell in the past. Like, you have moved past this energy where it's no longer what you want, even though you've been with this person for a very, very long time. It doesn't seem like you want to continue to invest in it. You have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. So you feel like you are definitely being attacked in many different ways. You feel overwhelmed by a lot of different things. It could be money. It could be family, friends, even children. It could mean so many things. But the Seven of Wands in the reverse is just the energy of not feeling like you have an upper hand on something. Like you feel very, very much attacked. Like this is a very intense attack energy, and it could be coming from many different ways. So maybe this decision has come as a surprise to a lot of people in your family or friends, and they're just not really like happy with the decision that you're making to walk away. But you are no longer wanting to be in this relationship or be in this situation, because you have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. After the Ace of Cups in reverse, which means you're not extending a love offer, you're no longer extending your commitment to this person. After that, you have the Eight of Cups, which is literally walking away from something and leaving all this history, all your connection with this person, or maybe even people attached to this person. You're leaving it behind. And you could have been dealing with a fire sign because the Page of Wands is in the reverse. After the Page of Wands, which is very immature energy, just somebody that's just not willing to put in the work to, and it's kind of gotten you to the point where you're just like, I'm going to walk away from this. This is not for me. After that, you have the Ten of Wands, which is heavy burden. So you probably felt very, very burdened by this energy and this union. So I'm going to clarify some of these. You have the Page of Coins in the reverse. So you're just not extending a offer to this person anymore. You're pretty much done. Like all the cards here say done, 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 done. I mean, you even have the Tower card, Ace of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Cups in the reverse, and just, you know, you're not wanting to extend a new offer out to this person because it seems like you guys have had a long history together because of the Six of Cups here. But you also have the Seven of Wands. I mean, it's many times you guys probably have broken up before and gotten back together and tried to work it out. But it being in the reverse and you having the Eight of Cups, it just shows that you no longer want to try to fix this. You're putting down this burden. The 10 is a completion of a really heavy burden. It's the completion of a cycle that was really burdensome for you. You didn't have a lot of happiness or love, or you're pretty much, that was the end of it. Okay, so let's see. You have the Page of Swords clarifying the Empress. So this person is probably, or you probably have somebody that is watching you online. So I know there's a lot of distance between us at the moment. So you could be having an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini, that you are having some conversations with on the internet. Let me see one more for that one. Queen of Swords. So it definitely is an air sign. So I don't know if it's you're dealing with an air sign, or you have taken on the energy of the Queen of Swords, which is someone that's very determined to say what she wants or he wants. The Queen of Swords is going to be very direct, very clear on what she wants and will not accept. And so being that maybe you are in a relationship that you're not very happy with, you've come to the place where you are now speaking out. You have the Five of Swords and the Knight of Wands. There's a lot of fighting here with a fire sign. You were just not on the same page, and you guys had fights that were pretty vicious probably. And that's what brought on this Tower moment. You guys are just not in a place where you're compatible. Look at that. The Four of Wands in the reverse. So it definitely looks like this was a marriage. Clarify the Ace of Wands in reverse, please. Clarify the Ace of Wands in reverse. Page of Wands. Yeah, so you were definitely dealing with a fire sign, and it was a marriage. But you're done with the fighting. You have the Five of Wands in the reverse. You're so done with this, or they're done with fighting with you. It's gotten to the point where, like, there's no reason to fight anymore because neither one of you want this. It seems like this is a mutual thing. You guys have come to understanding that you just don't work well together. And so you are walking away from something, or they are. Okay. It's the World in reverse. So it's not, there's an ending. Wow. This is a true confirmation of this end. You have the World in reverse and the Ten of Wands again. So this is confirmation that you're done with this. There's a little bit of a pause right now because obviously we're probably in this situation where you guys are probably in a situation where you can't walk away from each other right now because we're all on lockdown. So it is done. It is over. You guys both have this understanding. But for the Cancers that I'm connecting with, this is just a pause in this ending. It's a pause before the end because you guys can't obviously walk away from someone at the very moment. Clarify the Six of Cups, please. Clarify the Six of Cups. Okay, these two. Yeah, Seven of Wands and Six of Wands in the reverse. So this is just not a situation that you felt like you were going to win in. You felt like you were always being overtook. Maybe they were always talking over you, or they're power over you was so intense that you felt like you couldn't win. No matter what you did, you were not going to be a winner in this situation, because you have the Seven of Wands and the Six of Wands in the reverse. So the Seven of Wands is feeling overwhelmed by attacks from multiple people, probably. But this person could have been a fire sign that just had too much power over you, and you felt like you couldn't win in this situation. The Six of Wands is victory, but in the reverse, it's like you're not having this victory. So no matter what you guys argued about, you were always on the out as the one that was not going to win this argument. You have to clarify the Seven of Wands, you have the Page of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So there could be another water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, that is going to be here to offer you a little bit of stability. Or maybe there's a Capricorn with the Queen of Pentacles that's here to offer you, make you an offer of love and stability. And maybe this is exactly what you were wanting for and wanting to go towards, because this seems more a stable situation for you. This seems like something that this person's genuine with the Page of Cups. They're genuine. It's a new offer. It's a brand new, different person. And they could be like I said, a Capricorn, or also Taurus or Virgo. But Queen of Pentacles, definitely a Capricorn. So maybe there's a Capricorn that you're involved with that is offering you love, and you have the opportunity for a new relationship. So the Ace of Cups in the reverse, you have King of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So King and Queen of the Swords with Eight of Pentacles is not wanting to work. This is a marriage. You're not wanting to put any more work into it. Okay, and so you're going to walk away from it. But you do have Two of Swords. So right now you're kind of in a pause. The Two of Swords, it's like, not knowing which way to go. But I think you know which way to go. I think you're pretty clear on where you're going to be happy, where you're going to have stability, when you're going to feel taken care of, and where you're not. And it looks like you're leaning more towards an earth sign, maybe a Capricorn, and moving away from a fire sign. Ten of Swords in the reverse and Temperance. So to clarify the Eight of Cups, you got the Ten of Swords in the reverse, which is, betrayals. Because it's in the reverse, it can also mean that you have a lot of anxiety and uncertainty right now. So you're kind of stressed out about what's going to happen, but this is going to bring you so much healing. You're going to feel like finally walking away from this relationship is going to bring me the happiness that I've been kind of like looking for, and this is also divine intervention. When you see the Temperance card, this is divine intervention of taking you away from something that was not good for you. Look at that. Justice, judgment. So it's like you're getting your reward from, the angels. That's Archangel Michael. And he is basically setting things right in your world. And now the Empress is in the upright. Was the Empress here? Yeah. So the Empress, after you make this move, after you decide to walk away, then you're going to have the opportunity to have your Empress status restored. And maybe with this one earth sign. Now, I want to tell you, because the Four of Pentacles, sometimes it gets looked at as a very negative card, like very stingy and holding on to money or overspending. So this is something that you should be aware of, that maybe going into a new situation, you should be very careful with money, and make sure that you guys are putting a plan in place that where you're not having to worry about money. Okay. It could also mean that this person, this fire sign, because there's the Page of Wands, after you decide to move away from them, they might end up fighting you about like child support or something like that. They might just not want to give you any child support or any spousal support. Okay, let me see what that is. You got the Nine of Wands. So you're very guarded with this person, because they might have just told you that, I'm not going to give you any money. We can get divorced, but you ain't getting nothing from me. Like, that kind of energy. Oops. King of Cups in the reverse. and the Four of Cups. So you're kind of like in a place right now where you're not really wanting to accept any new offers because you feel overwhelmed. You're very emotional. You're probably, you don't know what to do with yourself. Look at that. But you're going to have happiness, and maybe you're going to have a relationship from the past come back around. You have the Sun, which is a Leo energy, and you have the Six of Cups, which is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So sometimes this is the reconciliation card. So after all of this, you might decide to, you know, get back together with this fire sign. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's something else. Maybe you'll end up pregnant with another water sign, or somebody other than this old relationship. Let's see. Can you clarify a little bit more, please? Okay, you got two. Yeah, Queen of Cups. And then now you have the Ten of Cups. So you will have your happiness. You will have your happily ever after. And you're going to be able to offer your unconditional love to somebody that's actually going to appreciate it. You know, this is probably somebody that you've known before. Maybe you've known them for a couple of years, or maybe you've known them as a friend, and now they've become more than your friend. Now they're moving into being, you know, your partner. And so you are offering them an opportunity to have the happy home, to have the happy life, you know. So let's see if I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you guys. I was pulling the angel oracle cards, which I'm going to continue to have to pull those because I feel like they have really good messages, especially for right now. I feel like the angel oracle cards are pretty fitting and helpful because those messages are really beautiful. So let me pull those for you guys, and then we'll see what they have to say. Okay, so these are called the Archangel Oracle cards, and I will pull 6 cards for you, and we'll see what the messages. Oop, that one went. Where did it go? Okay. So you got Take Back Your Power. Wow, that's awesome. I love that because, you know, being the Empress in the reverse, I felt like very, very much like you were in a heavy energy, not feeling very powerful. So here is Spiritual Understanding, Crystal Clear Intentions, Clear Audience, and Career Transition. Okay, that's awesome. You have Counselor at the bottom, and I'll read the message. It says, Archangel Azrael, you are a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So when we opened, it said, take back your power. And the message says, Archangel Raziel, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. That's beautiful. Then you have Angel Therapy. Archangel Raphael says, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. That's beautiful. The next one you got is Spiritual Understanding. Archangel Raziel says, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. So that's something to look out for. There's some signals sometimes that we miss, and they're right in front of our face giving us a clue. So it'll be good for you to open up your intuition, maybe do some meditation to kind of get in line with those kinds of messages that might be coming your way. And be very clear with your intentions, because look at Michael's here again. So Archangel Michael might be really protecting you at this moment. And he says, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Clear Audience, there's some messages here about really looking into your intuition, and you guys are very intuitive, Cancer, so you have that ability to tap into messages that are available to you from either archangels or spirit guides. So this would be a good time to kind of hone in on those talents because you do have them. Clairaudience says, Archangel Zadkiel, notice the loving guidance you hear inside of your mind or from other people. So you're definitely getting messages. Pay attention to your dreams because sometimes there's messages there. And, you know, like they say, if you remember your dreams, it wasn't a dream, it was a message. So that's something to keep in mind in the next couple of weeks when you start seeing things in your dreams. Maybe like write them down and see how they can help you in this transition, because you do have a transition coming. You have career transition here. And it says, Archangel Shamuel, your life purpose is triggered. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. Okay, so with all of this and you taking back your power, calling into your angels, your guardians, your ancestors, whoever you feel connected to and drawn to get you through this time of transition. Okay, whether it's out of a relationship or out of a job, you are going to have to kind of make sure you're grounded and that you're firmly asking for what you want. Don't let worry enter your mind right now, because when you start thinking about worry, you're kind of asking for those things without even realizing. So don't allow yourself to dwell on the negative stuff. Don't allow yourself to dwell on worry, because then you start to attract that. You know, what you think about, you bring about. So start thinking about how you want to see your career, how you want to see your life, how you want to see your relationships, all of that. Just start thinking about that. Put your energy into that. Try to do meditation, try to do some self-care, like doing a salt bath is a really nice way to clear any negative energy that you might be carrying. Doing something that's nice for yourself, like doing your nails or your makeup, or getting yourself, or if you're a guy, working out, whatever makes you feel good about yourself. Make sure that you're keeping yourself feeling good and not just laying around in your sweats, because that can bring about like a little bit of depression when you're sitting there not really like following a routine, or at least even giving you that motivation to put some care back into yourself. So make sure you're making yourself a priority, and that you are making sure that you're taking care of yourself, and that you're doing things that are good for you. Okay. Now it's a great time to reflect on what it is that we want. So write down your plan, write it out exactly how you want it, and try to focus on what you can affect. And if that means, like I told yesterday, the Capricorn, I said, even if you're cleaning out a drawer a day, or doing something productive that gives you, that sense of accomplishment, those little things are not really little. They're going to get you to tackle bigger things as you go along. And then you realize that, wow, I got the motivation to keep going until you really tackle those big jobs. So be kind to yourself. If you feel like sitting on the couch and watching TV all day, though, take a day and do that. That's perfectly fine. We're being asked to really like change drastically overnight, basically our entire world. So it's okay to like take a day to like just veg out and process the fact that, something really serious and heartbreaking is going on right now. So allow yourself to have those days where you are not productive, but also kind of realign yourself again, and then put into plan the things that you want to do. Once we are allowed to go back into the world, you're going to want to have a plan. Okay, Cancer? So I'm sending you a lot of love, and I hope and I pray that you and your loved ones are safe and protected, and I hope that I can see you again next month.